In this video, I am going to talk about Disaster Management Act 2005 and policies, plans and legislation under this act. So this video also focuses about various components of disaster relief in the eve of disaster. Disaster Management Act. Disaster Management Act came into force on 23rd December 2005. The Disaster Management Act consists of 11 chapters and 79 sections. This acts extend to whole of India. This act basically aims at managing the disaster. In fact, this act delegates an obligation to the central government to assist the state and local authorities in managing the disaster. Under this act, there are various agencies which were divided accordingly with national level, state level and district level. So one of the main authority is National Disaster Management Authority. The Disaster Management Act mandates the central government to establish this authority. This authority recommends for the minimum standards of relief should be provided to the persons affected by the disaster. The main key responsibility of this authority includes laying down the policies, plans and guidelines for disaster management for ensuring timely and effective response to the disaster. And next, going to the State Disaster Management Authority. So the head of this authority will be the Chief Minister, and the main motto of this State Disaster Management Authority was to manage the disaster. So in the case of union territories, the head of this authority will be the governor. And next, going with the district disaster management authority. So the head of this authority will be the collector. So the main motto behind these three authorities was to lay down the disaster management policies in coordination with other authorities in their jurisdiction and managing the impact of the disaster. So there are many relief and rehabilitation funds like National Disaster Response Fund and National Calamity Contingency Fund, National Disaster Management Fund. So moving on to the disaster risk management, which plan to address issues such as floods, hurricane and etc. disasters. So during such disasters, there should be some relief have to be provided to the people who are being affected by the disasters. That relief components were water, food, sanitization, shelter, waste management. Since these components are very essential to the people who are being affected with the disaster. And also one more issue I want to highlight in this video is about hazardous and vulnerable profile in India. So the country has prone to disaster due to number of factors. It may be due to climatic conditions and topographic features, etc. So out of 36 states, including with the union territories, 27 are being disaster prone in India. So since from the past years, India has been affected with various number of disasters which may be through natural or through man-made. Thank you.